15th century, the Europeans traded silk and spices with China and Indonesia. Then, the Ottoman Turks and the Mongols took control of the Middle East and made it impossible to trade anymore. At that time, people believed the earth to be flat and imagined the edge of it beyond the horizon. Almost everyone was convinced of the fact that the Atlantic Ocean was full of dangerous beasts that devoured all those who dared to go there. Therefore, only the bravest were able to discover new routes to achieve the glory of their kingdoms.
The crown grants the title of Admiral of the Ocean Sea as well as the charges of Viceroy-Governor with hereditary charter of all the discovered lands. In addition, he will receive a tenth of all the natural riches such as gold, silver, precious pearls, and spices as well, and 8th part of all the benefits were obtained of the trip. Do you accept? Signet them. May God guide our ships.
In all there was life, and only you, my lady, gave samples of intelligence, effort, and courage. When no have harbored, no kept calm until it could be carried out.
I would never have allowed France or Portugal to carry it out.
Your Highness, God has called us to comply His mission, that promise glory in exchange for sacrifice, that we have understood my willingness. I always be grateful.
I wish you the greatest of luck in your trip.
If God accompanies me the next time I see you, your kingdom will extend beyond the seas.
In the 15th century, much of the world had not been explored. The Europeans known the world in the 15th century consisted by Western and Southern Europe, parts of Western Asia, and North Africa.
The route starts in Guangzhou and it goes to Lanzhou.
From Lanzhou, it goes toward Kashgar. It makes another detour to the city of Barbaricon. From Kashgar, it goes to Baghdad. Until Antioquia. Which is the last city on the route before Europe. The Spice Route is the name of the route from the west coast of Japan through the islands of Indonesia near India to the Middle East. The spice by boat to Moluccas, Java, Malacca. It goes to Calcutta. Muthirus, towards its goals to bond her. Them to Mukat, the Red Sea and Alexandria, and the end to the route is Europe.
The Silk Route and the Spice Route are very old trade routes. These trades work because in Europe there aren't spices and silk. The Silk Route have a distance of 1600 of kilometers. And the Spice Route have a distance of 18,000 of kilometers.
The 3 Gs, gold, glory, and good, were the most important motivations for the Europeans to explore the world.
Gold. Many explorers set sail to a new land to search for reward, but it was not easy to get there alive. You needed strong ships who can endure the different storms. Many of them died trying to get there, but if you got there, they were waiting for you big rewards, like minerals, land to conquer, and in some cases, you can put your name in the land. When you arrived there, you had to make a map to the king for the trip. The Americans started to mine for minerals with the consent of the king. In some countries, they made slaves with the people who lived there, as cheap labor. The life conditions of the slaves were subhuman.
Just like the first G, gold, glory was a relatively new idea in Europe. Glory came out the Renaissance ideal of humanism and the focus on individual achievement. With the rise of the printing press, the idea was gaining fame for one's actions was more possible, and also individual kings wanted glory for their kingdoms, and competition spreads.
The religion was also a popular motive for exploration during the 15th century. The Europeans believed in the Christianity and they wanted to extend it around the world. For example, in America, in the discovery of the continent. Now, these countries are very believer in Jesus. They were very competitive with other religions, for example, Islam.
Inventions. Caravel. Sailing ship developed in the 15th century by the Portuguese to explore along the West Africa and the Atlantic Ocean.
The Portolan chart. Maps that make the use of the compass possible. They have a graphical scale and are the same on the maps of today. They appeared in the 13th century in Italy and later in Spain and Portugal, although they were not started until the 14th and 15th centuries.
Press.
Press combines the tip photography is the use of a press, paper and ink. This allows the production of many more books. Is length time. I was invented by
Gutenberg in the mid-1417.
Astrolabe.
An astrolabe is an ancient astronomical instrument that allows you to determine the position and age of the stars. The astrolabe was used by navigators, scientists in general, to locate the stars and observe their movements to determine the time from latitude.
The current navigation compass uses a magnetized needle or disc inside a capsule filled with some liquid. It shows the position of the cardinal points. It was invented in China around the 15th century.
Hibi hibi hu. Hamalaga humba, hindi humba, hum hum, shasha.
Ingasaka desaka.
Harika huri ha. Hunga hunga la.
Angaranga, angaranga.
Wa di ba da di da da da. Hu da da. Ha. Hamali sata. Hibi ham.
Ya he.
Hai hai hai. Hem.
Kalimbi bu.
Salam bambu.
Yeah.
I'm Vasco da Gama, and I want to leave Portugal to find a sea route to go to India.
Okay, let's take a look at the map.
The ruler of Calicut to trade with Da Gama, and he had carried a large supply of valuable spices.
He reached India, Calcut, on May 20, 1498.
He rounded the Cape of Good Hope and ventured into the Indian Ocean.
I arrived to
In the 15th century, Columbus discovered America, and Europeans, merchants changed food, animals, and illness. They brought it and they carried in the bags.
I think the same. We put the tangerine, apple, and bananas to the boxes to change with the native.
Okay. Hey, this is my friend.
Okay, let's go to change the things.
Okay, let's go.
I stay vigilant. Stay.
Okay.
Okay.
We put the things in the bag. The paper, the tomatoes, the potatoes, the paper, the potatoes, the potatoes, the tomatoes, and the potato.
Targaryen, I stand with him.
Okay.
Who are you?
We are the Europeans.
What do you want?
Change the products.
Let me see the products.
Okay.
I have this.
And I this.
Look, I have potatoes, tomatoes, and peppers.
I eat bananas and tangerines.
Same right.
Me too.
That you go well.
Equally.
Hey, we take the thing with the Latin. Look here.
This is a potato. And this is a tomato.
Okay, let's go. Let's go to the Europe.